Hey guys, today we're playing L.A Noire for the PlayStation 3. This is one of my favorite contemporary games, and I recorded this a while back, but the problem is I didn't have any decent kind of recording equipment, and the screen was super dark, and I don't even know why I didn't erase the video to begin with. This might turn into a playthrough, it depends how interesting it is. I will have to warn you, however, that I probably will have to cut out some scenes because this game does contain nudity at certain parts and I don't want to get flagged. So enjoy L.A Noire. I love the soundtrack to this game. Everything about this game, like, I love the art style, and this game actually has true horror elements without being sci-fi or supernatural, and it's kind of creepy, I guess, because it's realistic. You'll still get to hear F-bombs though from people, and a majority of the violence. So I guess this would be close to a AMC edit, like Breaking Bad, where it has everything basically except nudity. So some people consider this boring because you have to actually search for clues and whatnot, but with the music, the atmosphere, like, it's not 100% accurate, but like pretty accurate. Los Angeles, I think this takes place during 1946, where it's kind of heading into the 50s, where it's all, you know, like, how would I explain it, like the perfect suburban area, but right now it's kind of like garnered around Hollywood and stuff like that, and people coming back from the war, trying to find jobs, trying to live normal lives, just settling down. And if I'm rambling, that's good, because you should be used to it. A lot of this stuff are references to things you'll see later in the game, but like when I first played it, and I guess if you're seeing this for the first time, you won't understand any of this. This first video will probably be pretty lengthy, but that's why they have a skip list. But you know, you definitely should check this out. I think a lot of people got disappointed because they thought it was going to be an action-packed Grand Theft Auto, but it's a mixture of an adventure game and Grand Theft Auto at the same time. I like this little narrator, but midway through the game he disappears. I don't even know who it's supposed to be. But it reminds me of the openings of the Twilight Zone a little bit. The voice, I know it's supposed to be like that noir kind of voice they had in the old movies, even though noir kind of, the whole theme really originated from pulp novels. You don't have a GPS in this game, so you have to actually ask for directions. You have to push square and he'll yell when to turn. The first few missions are kind of bland, but when you start dealing with homicide and stuff like that, it gets really good. You can see the facial animations are just some of the best in gaming. In my opinion, the best I've ever seen. But a lot of games are getting pretty close. I was actually really impressed with the facial expressions with Halo 4, which I've still yet to do. I just feel like everybody's playing that. It's hard for me to decide to play like brand new
This is a
games.
fist hump. Just going through the motions.
You're probably right. Let's just get it over and done.
The graphics are
All right, have
amazing,
it your way.
and they're not
We'll search right to the
blurry.
back wall.
Would you
Still
make a
come up
game?
with
I mean,
anything,
this
come
wasn't
find
a
it, and we'll
PlayStation
talk it out.
exclusive, but it was originally
ends are always better
programmed to
than
be one. It's not blurry at all. It doesn't have that weird anti-aliasing blur filter that a lot of PlayStation games
Look
have.
at this junk.
Even Ratchet and Clank and the Resistance Fallen Man series had it, which is odd to me since I keep on getting this thing.
It's not my
When you're
job
near
to
a
pick
clue,
through
the
people's tracks.
controller actually vibrates, kind of let you in on something, and you can pick it up and
What have you got
turn it
going on,
around.
Jose?
The music's actually a good cue. Yeah, I did this video. I did a video of this game before, but not to this extent, not to this resolution.
Jesus. Cole, come take a look at this.
Let's go look at the blood stain.
We're never gonna find it. It's a waste of time.
Shooter put him up against the wall and blew his brains out.
Hell of a way
Sure
to go.
did.
Doesn't really matter how you go once you're gone.
Don't get all deep on me, Phelps.
The main character isn't always the most fleshed out. Alright, I got that. It's vibrating here, but there's nothing in the trash. Here we are. You can see the reflection of the gun.
Something on the rooftop.
How the hell
This
did you
level is
see
more or
that?
less a tutorial.
Reflection in the window.
I apologize, I haven't been filling in requests and I haven't made a video in a long time, and I haven't been playing retro games. I just haven't really felt like it. I had technical difficulties and I just wanted to lay back, and I really wanted to replay this game, to be honest with you. And in order for my channel to last, I guess I gotta record things that I want to record too,
We
so.
need to find a way up.
Alright, it's vibrating, and it's another beer bottle, which will get me
What
nowhere.
kind of chumps do these homicide guys think we are?
In my opinion, this is probably one of the best looking PlayStation games ever. It came out on 360, but beside, I guess, the PC, because that one would look the best.
Smith & Wesson. Serial S71893.
Like, this is the best console port of it.
2 rounds fired. Instead of dropping it down a drain.
So this is like the adventure game portion of it. This might turn off some people, but I mean, you don't have to be a genius. It kind of walks you through it. There's only one real part where I felt like I was getting stuck. So you have these clues, which you'll need later on to interrogate people. See, we have the blood stain, because this is the evidence that we're gonna need. Make sure we didn't miss anything. Run into a bunch of shit. You think you could get in that building, because it looks like they threw the gun out there and it landed here. I haven't played this in so
We have
long.
the gun, Cole. Let's take it
Shut
back to
your
Central. We could get a
face.
commendation.
Could show some initiative, Ralph. And see if we can come up with an owner.
That's a long shot, Cole.
It's a pretty fancy gun. You know a local gun store?
Sure. There's a place a couple of blocks from here.
Let's do this. Although if there's holes up there, I wonder if there's an entrance. I finished this game, before, but I haven't played it in so long. I can't remember everything, which is good. They said there's no replay value to this game in a lot of magazines, but I really like it. This is probably not going to be the
You'd rather round up drunks and help old ladies across the road?
most entertaining commentary today,
It'll be fine, Ralph. You worry
just
too
because I'm really into this game and I'm super tired. My aunt was leaving early and I had to wake up early and help her pack and stuff like that, so I'm dead tired. But I really wanted to make a video. I felt bad that I haven't made one for almost, it feels like 2 weeks, but it's been less. I actually drank coffee, which I haven't done in years, and it is not agreeing with me. It is quite disgusting. I drank it black though, because I just wanted to get it over with like a shot.
Slow down.
I'm not driving too well. You can drive like a maniac on this, but I don't suggest it because you're a police officer. Forgot how to turn on the siren. There we go. I love the streetcars. They actually had streetcars where I live in Richmond, Virginia. In some places on the city, you can still see some of the tracks where they used to have them. I don't know why they took them off, because that'd be pretty awesome public transportation. So those disgusting buses, I'm sure, cause massive amounts of pollution versus having a streetcar that's electric. But you know, it's whatever. They have simulated, they call them trolleys. I don't know what they call them around where you guys are from, because I'm talking to a huge group. But
Can you tell us anything about
they have like basically converted cars, and you can go on tours around the city. Richmond's a really cool city, but there's never been any kind of movie or TV show or anything to really exploit it, so nobody really knows about it.
These babies are only available special order. Here's my Smith & Wesson order book.
Mind if I take a look?
Be my guest. This is about something bad, right?
I'm gonna make sure we match the stuff. I forgot what name it was, so I need my clue book. I said name, but we need the number. 71893. 71893. Let me see your book. I like his little
Model
finger
27
that taps
with pearl
onto.
grips, Cole. You see it on there?
71893. So tired I might pass it. 71893. 71893. Tap it.
You're in luck.
Yep.
Errol Schroeder, 203 South Glass Street. Ordered the gun
We
in
should
February
pay
46.
him a visit.
Thanks, you've been a big help.
Anytime. Always happy to help out the LAPD.
Yeah, you look like you're always happy to help.
Do we call it in?
Let's see if he's at home. Owning the gun doesn't prove he pulled the trigger.
This game does a
Okay.
nice job with the
In for a penny,
reflections
in for a
and the
pound. Lead the way, Gunga.
metallic coating on everything really stands out from the different textures of metal. Alright, gotta go visit this guy. Wonder if I should do individual cases if I do a playthrough. I know I'm fully aware that I started at Resident Evil 2, somewhat of a playthrough that I never finished, and a partial Castlevania one, but I never promised I'd do it. But I feel pretty anxious of playing this game right now. But I'm not even gonna promise that if this is Grand Theft Auto, I'd bust through that, but I'm trying to be a good Samaritan here. But it looks like I'm not going to be able to get out of here without busting through the fence.
2 out of every 3 crimes are done on impulse. Another fact from the Phelps Encyclopedia of Thin Air. You really are
So most of
full
the cops are vets from World War II. And I guess being a police officer would be somewhat of a easy transition from being in the war. Probably should have my siren on. I should just take directions from this guy. I'm used to following GPS, but I'll listen to him.
Take the next right.
Okay. Next right. Gotcha.
Take the next left.
Alright. Doesn't even look like we have a siren. This car is probably made out of solid steel. Remember on Back to the Future 2 where Marty's like, even though that's in the 50s, but the car is somewhat similar. This is 1946, and on that particular scene of Back to the Future, it's 1955, so it's not so much of a stretch. I forgot what kind of car he had, but it looked like it was from a similar era. And Marty's like, we should knock it with the DeLorean. And he's like, it'll shred through us like tinfoil. Well, that's true. Like, cars back then were made a lot heavier duty than they were now in 1985. Although that movie is probably filmed in 1986, but since they had to follow the story, it still is technically 1985. Let's go pay this chump a visit. Yeah, shut the fuck up. I really shouldn't curse, but it's kind of addicting. Gold-handed doors allow you to enter. Well, thank you.
Schroeder, apartment 2.
Can I go in there? I wonder in 1946 if digging through mail is a federal offense. Though I don't know if police officers can do it or not. Wish I had my flashlight. This area is kind of dark. That just might be the settings I have it on. It might be my fault.
What do you guys want?
I'm Officer Cole Phelps. This is Officer Dunn. Wilshire Division. You're the owner of a Smith & Wesson Model 27, nickel-plated with pearl grips?
Right now,
I
he
might
looks
be.
almost real,
What
like
of
he
it?
was
Then you'll be
filmed.
surprised to know that Scooter Payton was murdered tonight with your gun.
And the technique
You're out of
that
your
they
mind.
did, they actually
Scooter?
filmed
for me.
the actors
here on my
talking
floor.
and like kind of pasted the movie of their face
What the fuck
playing
is going
over a
on here?
model.
You're under arrest, Schroeder. Cuff him, Ralph.
No way. You're not taking me down for this.
Just look for his gun. Alright.
You ready?
Oh, you knocked my hat off.
Prancing around and
Come on, quick. Blocking. There we go. I was holding R2 instead of L2. This- Swear you think the guy was Steve Rogers or something.
Ralph, you all right? I'm fine.
Nerdy Captain America reference. He kind of just looks like him. And he's a war hero.
Keep an eye on him, Ralph. I'm gonna take a look around.
Obviously, he looked through his damn drawer to see if he had his gun. Let's look in here. So, I don't even know what that is.
List of names and a series of numbers. Floyd Rose's name is in this book.
This is an appointment book. I
Phelps,
don't
we
even
can
know
come
what he
out of
does.
this all bright and shiny with a commendation, or stick our schlongs in a hornet's nest. Call it in, partner, and leave the book where you found it.
Get your damn hat. You look ridiculous. Although, aren't they supposed to take the hat off when they come into buildings? I thought they were. They're breaking realism, but also in this game, if you get shot, you can hide in a corner and basically heal. So, I don't know. I guess this is his flashback before the war.
You dumb fucking sons of bitches, get in this line now before I lose my
Getting
temper.
yelled at, and they probably
Excuse
didn't even
me?
volunteer.
Fuck you. You say another word and I'll break your fucking head and have you in the brig.
Some of us are here for...
I know why you're here, asswipe.
I'm having a bad day, Private. Some people don't seem to want to get on this bus.
Didn't ask for your help.
He didn't ask for your help. Can you believe this guy? Who are you two? Abbott and Costello?
We're here for OCS, Sergeant.
So it's the three fucking stooges and you're here for OCS. God help this fucking country and the USMC. The Japanese will do the world a favor and kill you quickly. All three of you are on report.
Kind of makes you
What
want
are
to
your
fight for your
fucking
country,
names?
doesn't it?
Kelso.
Merrill. Any other gentlemen for OCS?
For whatever reason,
OCS
though,
with Elliot. You take the Camp
turns people
Elliot
into a
bus over there.
soldier,
This bus
just
is
putting
for
them down,
MCRD.
treating them like a piece
This
of shit.
bus is for men who want to
I
fight.
think there'd be a better way. Well, they still do it. That was a short case.
A city that needed an honest cop like a thirsty man needed water. You'd heard the stories, but you weren't interested. You were here to fight the good fight, solve cases, right wrongs. The force is like politics. There's no sitting on the fence. You have to choose sides. A brown
It's
paper
amazing
envelope,
how
a
they
round ticket to Palookaville. They could only ever
basically researched all the costumes or all the clothes and everything that they wore during the time, and apparently the storefronts are actually pretty accurate too. I remember reading an article where this guy had his grandfather, who was a cop in Los Angeles, actually watched the game, and he actually could tell his grandson, who was playing the game, like how to get to certain places just from memory, which is pretty cool. He says some stuff was like not the most accurate, like some of the stuff in here more from the 50s
Take
than
the next right.
it was from the 50s more than the 40s. I forgot what particular things. I think one of the things are people having the, what do you call that, the white parts of their tires. He said only really wealthy people have that. It seems like everybody has it now on this game anyway.
Take it quick, you guys. The cops are here. We gotta move it.
Well, not much for talking. Alright, I want the shotgun. How do I get that? So I guess it has the same controls as Grand Theft Auto. Yep. Circle reloads just like Grand Theft Auto. I hate using the trigger buttons on the PlayStation 3. They recently announced the PlayStation 4 sorry, I got distracted. And they showed the controller. I'm glad they changed the analog sticks just to go up and down, at least the trigger ones. How the hell do you get that? There we go. I'm sorry.
Keep your goddamn head down. Use the cover, Phelps.
I'm gonna Terminator this bitch.
We don't know how many are in there. Take it slow. Back up will be here soon.
LAPD, put down your weapons. The bank is surrounded.
Back up.
I'm offering you a chance.
It's much detail, and environments are still somewhat destructible. Come on, peek your nasty little head out. Oh man, you're not having a good day. Although I just got shot, either am I. You see that stupid hat. Repaint this bank's walls. Most games, the shotgun doesn't really have that kind of trajectory. I have no idea if that's realistic or not. I've never shot anybody.
Every time you reach for the shotgun, you're either going to end up dead or wearing a citation. So I guess
It's okay, Ralph. You did well in there. Glad you had my back. Man couldn't ask for a better partner.
See, that's how you get somebody to be a decent soldier. Just be nice and pat him on the back. I don't know if that's true.
This kind of opportunity comes along once in a lifetime, Hank. I have to grasp it.
You have to survive it first, Cole. You're the veterans. The Japs love to shoot officers.
If I can make a name
You
for
never
myself
get to
in this
play
war,
a World War II level,
thinking
which
of taking on a
sucks.
company of the
Because
Emperor's
it would have been
finest
pretty
single-handed?
cool, but
You don't
this
seem
game
the
does
sergeant
have
your
some
type.
World War
When I
II
need your opinion,
guns.
Kelso, I'll ask for it.
Because this game kind of takes place
We'll
right
talk about
after World
officers
War
like you
II,
in boot
so
camp, Cole.
I guess
They call
there's
it the
that.
imposter syndrome. Guys who go around dreaming of fame and glory and getting all of their men killed in the process.
Our duty is to lead, Kelso.
And their duty is to die for your wonderful future?
If you guys aren't familiar with General Custer, there's a fabulous website called Wikipedia.
Cole Phelps and Jack Kelso. With some people, it's as simple as chemistry.
The cases get longer, but this is just kind of introducing you to the game.
Phelps, a good
This
guy.
almost sounds like the same narrator from
Kelso, a quiet man who could never walk away.
the heck is it, Alan Wake, which I have yet to cover that.
Well,
So
it's a shame you don't like to talk about it, Cole.
if you only know games through my channel, especially contemporary ones, because a lot of you people that watch my channel are retro gamers, I still have to cover that game, which is a really cool game. That one is actually kind of modeled
Get
more
after
after
him,
a
Phelps.
Twilight
Head him off in
Zone,
the car.
The Outer Limits, and Twin Peaks. Hold L2 to run. I hope he jumps that gate automatically. Yeah, he does. You think I never played this game before? I don't remember anything. Probably been a little over a year and a half since I played it.
Jesus, Doug, watch your fire.
It's nice that they automatically have them turn around. Otherwise, turning around like that would have been super clunky, like it is on Grand Theft Auto. It's such a shame that the people who made this game got mistreated, and it's no longer a business. I don't know if they'll ever make a sequel of this. This game did sell well, but I don't know if it made its money back because there's so much money poured into it. Fuck. I don't know if I got him in time.
It's over, Bowers.
Oh, I forgot I have a little radar. How would I forget? It's a pretty big radar. That was a sweet roll.
Give it up, Bowers. There's nowhere left to go.
I don't really like actual sweet rolls. Oh man.
Looks like we've got the place to ourselves.
Oh, it does, doesn't it? It looks like I'm fighting a used car salesman. Showing me a shit car. felt like doing that when I bought a used car one time. After a week it started breaking down and supposedly had new everything in it. Such bullshit, but what do you expect with no money down
This hump will be back in the Iron Hotel by
and
tomorrow night.
$4,000?
Nice work, Cole. You run track in high school?
Made me late to work a few times, and I had to get another new car, which I have finally paid off. Hope nothing happens to it, knock on
Part
wood.
of the tradition of the Marine Corps and being an officer in the Marine Corps is
Now
the
that I
ability
said
to
that,
make tough decisions.
either
The
somebody's
right
watching
decision
this
is not
video,
always the
sabotage
popular
it, or I
one.
just
The
jinxed
right
myself.
decision will get the men you care about killed. These ratings and your ability to give them frankly and truthfully directly affect your chances of successfully becoming a Marine officer. Candidate Phelps, you have the floor. Esprit de Corps, Merrill 10, Franklin 8, Weiss 8, Donahoe 6.
That would
Kowalski,
not look
6,
nearly as
Hudson,
official
5,
if he didn't have
Kelso,
it on such a
2.
nice clipboard.
Leadership.
It's a nice
Donahoe, 8,
clipboard.
Franklin,
I bet
7,
it's actually
Merrill,
made
6,
out of
Kowalski,
mahogany
6,
instead of
Weiss,
particle
5,
board,
Hudson, 5,
like most
Kelso,
particle
1.
boards. I mean, like most
Candidate Kelso.
clipboards.
I'm sorry, Captain, but I joined the Marine Corps to fight the enemy. not
There's
to
this
be
show,
involved
I
in
don't know if you
schoolboy
get it
chicken
where you
shit.
live,
Kelso,
called
in
How
my
It's
office
Made.
now.
And it, like, if you want to go to sleep, watch this show called How It's Made. Like, it literally shows you how things are made, and it has the most monotone narrator ever. And they had an episode about how they made particle board,
Gives you that leg up. Gets you recognized as the shining new
which
star of the
was
squad.
more
The case
interesting
that
than
you
some of
solved
the
shows that you have the
episodes.
gumption, the gung-ho, the get up and go to make you stand out from your average rank and file patrolman. This could be the one, Cole.
Like, some of the episodes are weird, like
LAPD, could you stand clear of the body,
where
please? Has anyone called
they
an
show
ambulance?
you how they clean apples, or how they put sardines in a can. So sometimes you get cool things like airplanes, and other days you get sardines. Although the sardines are interesting, but the whole cultivating fruit one wasn't
You're
the
first
best.
reporting then. We'll get a perimeter going and move the crowd on. You better see what you can find out before the homicide dicks show up. I'll be with you in a moment.
There's no kick the body button.
Broad daylight. Crowded street.
First dead body. Exciting. Let's start with the head. Blood out of the mouth. It looked like he just got shot, and you wouldn't think it happened that abruptly. But I've never seen anybody get shot before. Usually that's a sign of decomposition. You start getting fluids leaking out of the orifice. But, you know, I don't know. Maybe that's realistic. Come on, there's something in his pocket. No, that's just his pocket. Looks nice. The blood stains look realistic.
C. Galetta. Layaway receipt. Pearl earrings. Made out to Bank of Arcadia.
Oh,
All right, yes.
I should have moved it. You know, you are the most impatient person I know. Nothing there. I probably already looked at his hands, but I'm so tired my memory is shit right now. Alright, get away from it. So let's go check the trash can and see if anybody threw a gun in a trash can.
Shell casings. These look like 32s.
How did I know? Actually couldn't remember if it was in this trash can or not. Is that a safety on the front part of the pistol? If so, that's a weird place to put it. I don't know. Probably should talk to these people.
Will this make it into the paper?
Or I can't, but you know, maybe there's somebody at the store that'd be willing to talk.
I'm Officer Phelps, miss. I'm here about the shooting. Did you know the victim?
He was my boss, Mr. Gage.
Mr. Gage.
This you have to look really close.
Don't you people have anything better to do?
And I guess it depends on how good the people are as actors or actresses. Can you say actress or girls? I don't know offhand, I'm so tired.
You think you could tell me exactly what happened, miss?
So you guys see if they're lying, or they contradict the facts, or they contradict the evidence.
My boss bursts in yelling that I'm late on my lunch.
And?
We came back. I was angry. I walked in front. I heard shots. I turned and saw Mr. Gage fall.
She kind of looks like she's lying a little bit. I can't remember. But you have to have proof to tell them the lie. I'm gonna doubt.
I'm having a hard time believing that, young lady. You want to be taken to a police cell?
You're hardly any older than me. Don't you dare talk to me that way.
A man is dead, Miss Galetta, and it's a criminal offense to lie to a police officer. I will take you downtown.
Get out.
I messed up.
Get out right now. Send in one of the other policemen if you must, but I won't say another word to you.
Messed that one up. But I got a gun. Should have believed her.
No murder. Girl saw it all, but she clammed up on it.
You gotta kind of get in the hang of things. I always kind of suck at reading the people when I first start, but it seems with time, or at least last time I played it, I got better.
Help me out.
Maybe the older I've gotten, in the year and a half or so, I've gotten worse at reading people and my social skills have diminished. It's possible.
What did I tell you about going too hard on the witness? She's a store assistant, not a prisoner of war.
Oh, that shitty to her, and all I did was push down. I didn't say to.
You need to pour some sugar on these broads. A little bedside manner can go a long
I didn't
way.
like tell her to ream her out or anything.
You should take the next right. And since when
I
are you the expert?
should.
What are you doing to this car?
You actually lose points for that. My goal when replaying this game was to get a perfect score, but I've already missed one newspaper and the first case, and
No wonder you're suddenly so obsessed.
I've already got accused of being too hard on the person, so I got my interrogation went incorrectly, and I'm hitting cars, so I'm off to a wonderful start.
Take the next left.
I will. The very next one. And this time I will hopefully not hit anything.
Turn left when you can.
Well, that's gotta be scary. I don't even have my siren on. I really hope they make another one of these games. I don't even care if it took place in Los Angeles again. I mean, it'd be nice if it was a new place, but the amount of detail in this game,
Officers Phelps and Dunn, sir. Wilshire.
it'd be a shame.
We need you to trace a serial number.
Sure.
Like if
FN Browning, model
if because they didn't want to take the time to make a new place and they refused to use the Los Angeles thing, they wouldn't make a new game, because as long as they had some new locations to visit indoors, this place is so detailed, you'd have enough stuff for a sequel. Oh look, one of my viewers, he's actually one of the people that requests games the most. One of my best subscribers, actually. I've suggested on other videos to check out his channel. That's his name. I'd put a link up, but you can just look him up by that name, or look at the last Mikey talks. And since I was running my mouth, I forgot where to go. Let's go to the jewelry store. I love the music to this game. The day and night cycles, I think, depend on what case you're actually doing. I don't think it actually changes with time. You don't have that sunset sort of deal, sunrise, daylight cycles like you do in Morrowind, Zelda, and Grand Theft Auto.
Can I interest you in a new watch?
Saints Row didn't have it either, though.
Are you Edgar Kalou? No. Mr. Kalou is out back. He said he'd lie down. I'll buzz him for you.
Son of a bitch! Go, Cole, go!
Go, Gadget, go! That's an Inspector Gadget song. That's not my real singing voice, but I'm sure my singing voice is not much better. I hope he doesn't get tired. Oh, I gotta shoot him.
Stop, or I will. Too late, Kalou.
Oh no, I had to aim and hold it on him and scare him to make him think that I was gonna shoot him.
For the murder of Everett Gage.
You know, you couldn't have made it more obvious. It's not like they had DNA back then.
The case that breaks you. The one you never solve. The one that keeps you awake at night. The case that
So I have very little evidence to hold against him.
The case that keeps you propping up a bar as you relive the what-ifs, the might-have-beens, the half-leads, and the half-truths.
This is one case. I think you gotta do exactly the right thing, otherwise you fail miserably.
God's mill may grind slowly, but it grinds finely, son. I hear it's you who knocked down Malefactor from the shooting yesterday.
Yes, sir.
Then tell me, Boyle, I hear you're quite the climber, a man of initiative. How would you like a chance at smiting this man with the sword of justice?
You're asking me to conduct the interview,
Making
sir?
it sound way cooler than what I have to do.
You've only been with us a short time, and you've assembled yourself a stellar arrest record. Not to mention the fine work you did in the war, sending heathens back to the hell they came from.
I don't even think I have that much
Curious
evidence.
as to whether you can turn your hand to interrogation. Takes a certain animal cunning, lad. Do you think you
might see a repeat of this a few times, unless I cut it out.
I think I am.
Good man. You need many things for a conviction, young fellas.
You can tell how well prepared I am for these videos.
Opportunity, hard evidence, and best of all, a confession. If you fail in the former, you can always use a modicum of violence to obtain the latter.
You know, I should have put subtitles up. I'm just thinking about it now.
Very good. The evidence is overwhelming. May the cat eat him and the cat be eaten by the devil. Bring me a confession, young folks. This is your chance. Don't fail me.
Sounds like he wanted to be a poet at some point. I have such a ghetto rig. I rubber band my microphone to my camera tripod.
You shot a man dead in cold blood. You're going to have to pay for that.
Let me just review the evidence, see what I have. Tesla servicing rounds. Spent 32 caliber. That is 32 caliber. Receipt for pearl earrings and shooting. Alright, let's ask.
Let's talk about the shooting. Do you deny shooting Everett Gage?
I'm a businessman. I run a jewelry store. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm sure my lawyer can clear all this up.
You look like you're telling shit. I'm gonna doubt.
You blew a man out of his socks over an empty grudge, you son of a bitch. Do you
fucked
think I
it
have
up.
sympathy for you?
That's the way. Keep needling me. Try the rough stuff, and my lawyer will be making an official complaint. I've just got to keep my mouth shut and watch you run around in circles. We're done. Unless you want to keep making a schmuck of yourself.
Oops.
You disappoint me, Cold Phelps.
I better go in there again.
Has my lawyer arrived yet? I want to see my lawyer.
The other
The
ones
lawyer
don't
can't
make
help
you do it
Mr.
over
Carlo.
again.
You shot a man dead in cold blood. You're going to have to pay for that. Let's talk about the shooting. Do you deny shooting Everett Gage?
I'm a businessman. I run a jewelry store. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm sure my lawyer can clear all this up.
He looks like he's not telling the truth.
You deny owning a Browning pistol. Serial number 01138.
I owned a gun, yes, but it was stolen in a burglary a couple years ago. You can't prove I used my gun on Gage.
You had the gun cleaned and bought a new box of ammunition. The store owner remembers you and where you
Yep,
live.
I had to
that
show
so?
they used it
It's
recently.
amazing what the nebbishes will recall when it suits them.
Let's change the subject. You fasting for Yom Kippur, Mr. Kalu?
Yeah, let's change the subject, you going motherfucker. How about baseball?
You're not denying you're a Jew, Mr. Kalu.
This is America. It's not Germany. It's not a crime.
Some people don't like Jews, Mr. Kalu.
Yeah, and I guess you're one of them.
Gage hated Jews, didn't he, Mr. Kalu?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Really don't feel like I have any evidence towards that. Well, 95%. I'm gonna look stupid if I don't pick the right thing. He doesn't look like he's telling the truth, but I don't want to doubt and get yelled at. But I don't feel like I have any evidence.
Lying, Kalu. I think you lent Gage money. He owed you payment.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm done with you. Go flap your gums somewhere else. I want my lawyer. I've just got to keep my mouth shut and watch you run around in circles. We're done. Unless you want to keep making a schmuck of yourself.
Oh, well, I think that's good enough.
You disappoint me, Cold Phelps. Get back in there!
Oh, damn it. I don't want to play this again.
Let's talk about the shooting. Do you deny shooting Everett Gage?
I'm a businessman. I run
Alright.
a jewelry store. I don't know what
It's
you're talking
great.
about. I'm sure my lawyer can clear all this up.
It's the only interrogation you have to repeat it over and over again, which I think is stupid. The only part of this game I don't like is this one thing. You're lying.
You deny owning a Browning pistol. Serial number 01138.
I owned a gun, yes, but it was stolen in a burglary a couple years ago. You can't prove I used my gun on Gage.
You had the gun cleaned and bought a new box of ammunition. The store owner remembers you and where you worked.
Is that so? It's amazing what the nebbishes will recall when it suits them.
Let's change the subject.
Let's hope he's telling the truth.
Mr. Cullen?
Yeah, let's change the subject, you going motherfucker. How about baseball?
You're not denying you're a Jew, Mr. Kalu.
This is America. It's not Germany. It's not a crime.
Some people don't like Jews, Mr. Kalu.
I feel like I've seen this
you're
before.
one of them.
Gage hated Jews, didn't he, Mr. Kalu?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Gage was
Incorrect.
a Jew, Maynard. Get it off your chest.
Gage and his kind are pathetic. I've just got to keep my mouth shut and watch you
I just
run
gotta
in circles.
doubt.
We're done.
Wouldn't yes or
Unless you wanna
no
keep making
be
a schmuck of
correct
yourself.
if you just doubt it? Yeah, shut up. By the way, I need to put subtitles on. Should have did that to begin with. There's also a mode to put it in black and white, but
Has my lawyer arrived yet? I want to see my lawyer.
I rather have it in color.
Mr. Kalu.
This will make this scene a little bit more interesting now that we have subtitles. I remember playing the demo of this and failing a lot. I don't know why this part's such a pain in the ass. Usually you're allowed to get one or two wrong. The other interrogations are a little bit easier, I feel. And the other ones you don't have to do over and over again. If you mess up, you mess up, and then you have to prove it by other means based on how much or how little evidence you have. So
Let's talk about
just
the
get this over with.
Do you deny shooting Everett Gage?
I'm a businessman. I run a jewelry store. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm sure my lawyer can clear all this up.
Alright, you're lying.
You deny owning a Browning pistol.
I put doubt the first time and that was wrong, but that means that you don't think that he's telling the truth. I don't know how that's wrong. So this one you have to be perfect about what the game wants you to do, which is kind of lame, but this is the only level. Remember, this is one of my favorite games on the PlayStation 3, so I have like really good feelings towards this game or something. It's just this one part that's a pain in the ass. Weapon service.
You had the gun cleaned and bought a new box of ammunition. The store owner remembers you and where you worked.
Is that so? It's amazing what the nebbishes will recall when it suits them.
Let's change the subject. You fasting for Yom Kippur, Mr. Cullen?
Yeah, let's change the subject, you going motherfucker. How about baseball?
You're not denying you're a Jew, Mr. Kalu.
This is America. It's not Germany. It's not a crime.
Some people don't like Jews, Mr. Kalu.
Yeah, and I guess you're one of them.
Gage hated Jews, didn't he, Mr. Kalu?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Let me just double check the notebook. See, thing. It's not evidence. So I guess I gotta doubt.
You left-wing leaning parasite. You expect me to sit here and listen to your drivel?
You call me that? You sit there and you call me those names, you goddamn goy butt snatcher? You and that stup Gage!
Why did you do it, Mr. Kalu?
Gage. He's in the Chamber of Commerce. He's in with all those momsers. He blocked every proposal I ever put forward. Kite
It's
this,
1946
kite that. He's been trying to
lingo.
ruin my business for years.
Edgar Kalu, I'm charging you with the first-degree murder of Everett Gage. I respect your beliefs and your right to hold them. I hope for your sake the jury can commute to murder in the second degree. May God have mercy on you, sir.
It's a big time in the electric chair too. Luckily, he's a fictional character.
Masterfully done, Officer Fox.
It's like everybody's playing video games right now. I don't have that many friends on my friends list. Oh, tier. Or QQ, as they used to put it when I worked at the computer place I used to work at. People are obsessed with WoW. I guess that's what they would type. I'm kind of out of sync and out of it when it comes to such things, although I have been known to use QQ after it was used around me. It was funny, like, they were so used to abbreviating everything after playing WoW. Like, everything they did was in abbreviations. Yeah, because I had to. Anyway, I'm going to stop this video here because I know it's already super long. This might be a playthrough. I'd like to revisit this game again. Thanks for staying with me if you're still watching. I appreciate it. And you can request games, please. For right now, don't request any PlayStation games. I took PlayStation off of the list. Just please stick to the list that's on my page if you want to request something, because I'm having trouble with PlayStation 1 games, some of them. But you can at least ask, but you know, I'd rather you not. But if you really want something, just ask for it. But as long as you stick to the list, I probably can play it on my channel. So yeah, just send me a message or whatever. Well, I hope this was somewhat entertaining. I'm sorry I'm so tired, but I really wanted to record something. I felt bad that I hadn't recorded something in a long time, and I really wanted to play this game. So I figured I'd play it, but you know, and add some commentary while I play it. But I'm tired. Not always the best conversation. I mean, not the best commentary, excuse me. So yeah, if I do more of these, I'm sure the next videos will be a little bit more energetic, I guess. So thank you guys for watching. Thanks for supporting the channel. Remember, if you like this channel, please like. If you don't like this channel, I would love some constructive criticism instead of a thumbs down. That way I can make my videos better and whatnot. And if you haven't subscribed already and you like what you see, definitely subscribe. And also, if this video wasn't your cup of tea, this isn't what I normally do. I don't normally do kind of a longer let's play videos. They're shorter ones. Check those out, especially since I'm so tired on this commentary. But thank you guys for watching, and you guys take care. Alright now, bye.